Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
DonBrothers.
Don, where are going? Don, the brothers.
Don. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Morphin Network, where, what as Mike will say, it's Morphin time every time. I am your guest host, Jared from Henchingate, YouTubers with Attitude, being joined by Time Rider Zero. Mikey, how are you, buddy?
How you doing, guys? This is Time Rider Zero. Normally we would just have Mike come here, but pneumatics in New York suck. That's all I'm gonna say. When you know, especially if you live in New York. I've been to New York in the winter, so I know what's up, but yeah.
It be like that out here. It be like that out here.
So I am filling in for the fill-in. It's like being an imitation Gucci. Yes, that is a My Name is Earl reference.
Either way, we're here for a good old Avataro Sentai DonBrothers, DonBrother party, DonBrothers, Don. Yeah!
And yes, I do have the Megazord for the 6th Ranger. I got it from a certain fan. To said fan, I want to say thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Combining it is such a hassle.
Oh, I believe it. But
I can't wait for the next one, the insect one.
Oh yes, King Oja. But
King Oja.
Right now we are going through episodes 21 through 25 of Avataro Sentai DonBrothers. Man, for me, it ain't that much of a hassle getting through these episodes. Once I got through one of them, I was like, now I remember everything.
Yeah, it's classic. It also helps to just remember the past workouts I've done over the last few weeks, or rather the last few months, because I literally watch these episodes while on the elliptical. So it's like, oh yeah, I was doing arms today. That means that was the week that the Blue Ranger had to had to retrieve that autographed poster, or oh yeah, this was leg day. That means that this was the day, this was the episode when we finally get this bad boy.
Yes, sir.
And so on and so forth.
Well, we'll start off with 21, where that one it felt filler, but it gave us information on the DonBrothers lore at the same time. So this is the tribute episode to Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, and I wish I had my Shinken Red Ranger key on me.
I have one somewhere, which I'm not going to look for now for many reasons.
I have the set. Yeah, back in 2012, I bought a lot of Ranger keys at Image Anime.
Oh yeah,
get into that.
I have a Tupperware container this big and this wide, just full, filled to the brim with Ranger keys, and I still don't have all of them. Oh. I gave up at Go Busters, because anything beyond that is Bandai Premium. But even then, I know I don't have all of them. For some of them, I feel lucky I got the complete set for Kaku Ranger and Jaka. But good luck getting all the. Actually, do I have all the ones for Jetman? I don't think I do.
I have various of DX and Candy Toy. That's how much.
I don't even have all the Red Rangers.
Neither do I. But this is let's see, I'm going through the notes here. This is where Saru Brother meets the previous Saru Brother, which this made me think of Zenkaiger's Ramen versus Soba episode.
There's no wrong way eating noodles.
There's no wrong way eating noodles, but if I had to choose, I'm choosing Soba.
Yeah, I do prefer Soba over ramen, especially yakisoba. Yeah, and because of my current diet, it has to be konjac soba with meat, but it is what it is.
Soba is soba at the end of the day.
Soba. Gotta love soba.
Yeah, I like. I'm just trying to figure. Oh, right. I like the last episode. You see the debut of Toradora, was it Don Toragoku?
Hmm.
Because I know
Yeah.
Toragoku. I just call him Feral Jiro. I like doing the voice like Feral
Yeah.
Jiro, Don Momotaro,
Yeah.
fight me.
Yeah. I just call him Tora Jiro because he's the tiger version of Jiro. So you got Ryu Jiro and Tora Jiro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier for me. Like, it's really weird because like we were promised that it was supposed to be like a monkey, a king theme. You got Son Goku, Son Wukong. You got a Hanuman, depending on which of those three countries you go with. But like they're not really implementing the whole journey to the West motif very
No.
much.
Like
At most, maybe you got a
in the beginning
cloud.
they did. You got the cloud, you got the dragon.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's more of like you get your Goku mixed with Kiba Ranger.
Yeah, I was hoping that he would at least like have like a thing where like you got like a pig, like a pig and a what's called a water spirit like assisting him. Kind of like Kamen Rider Necron when he uses the Sanzo icon, because he got the monkey, the pig, and
Right.
the yokai.
Now you
Kappa.
got Necrom's Henshin theme up in my head now.
Urodo.
That's always stuck in my head. Always just sometimes in my head, I'm just like, yes, sir, Necrom.
Yeah, one thing I really appreciate about episode 21 though is like we see, like, not only do we find out the lore of that, like the main characters aren't the first people to be the heroes, because it's like, yeah, other people have quit or just misused their powers or just put their points to the negative. But then we find out the very last person who had the Saru brother gear, and we see how he abused his powers, and I was just getting a whole kick out of that.
Yeah, because like basically he is like what people would normally do if they got the power of a Toku hero.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, wait, I can do what with this? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pick up girls, win track and field, and skip ahead of the line to meet your favorite idol.
Oh yeah, that's actually a note that the idol from what's the episode she was in, episode 12.
Yeah, the Moon is a Liar episode.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. And then what else? On the B side of this episode was Haruka getting taken by Sonoza because he loves her manga that much. He wants her to make a new one. And
misery, misery, misery. All you will ever read is Misery by Stephen King.
yo. So I did think that when I was like first saw this, I'm like, this is misery.
Yeah.
This is misery. And the way she gets abused in this series, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I love how Sonoza even went out of his way to get all his art supplies. I'm like, it's like, Sonoza, why don't you just like?
Why does he know how mangakas work? But that's like I think Tokusatsu does that very well. That's also happened in, I want to say, Kamen Rider 01.
Oh yeah, there was that mangaka AI Humagear.
Exactly.
And I love how he made a comeback where it's like, I want my mangaka Humagear to achieve singularity so he could come up with his own manga. And I find it interesting because nowadays people are doing the whole like AI art thing nowadays, and I'm like, this is opening some cans of worms from 2000 that I do not want reopened, because
but it's a kudos to Tokusatsu knowing, well, obviously because it's Japan, they know how making mangas work. It is taxing, and that's coming from experience. Taxing, so you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm right now collecting some Yoshihiro Togashi manga right now. And that's really difficult, like because like the two things he's most famous for are Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is a little bit easier because it's still on the shelves and it's ongoing, but it's hard to find like all the consecutive episode volumes. I barely managed to get my hands on 4 volumes of Yu Yu Hakusho, and they're non-consecutive. Like, I'm still waiting on volume 2 because it's still out of print. I got 1, 3, 5, 6. That's it. That's all I have of Yu Yu Hakusho. And yeah, part of the reason why he didn't continue doing Yu Yu Hakusho, the reason he's still struggling to do Hunter x Hunter is because he has health problems, and it was caused by being a mangaka. And let's be honest, I could make a lot of George R. Martin references with the whole Winds of Winter thing, but these guys are working their hands to the bone like the Queen song.
Yep. Being a manga artist is tough, and like seeing like I love like I know when we see Haruka, she's played off for laughs, and she's also the entry character. Like she is how we view the series.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing her in this slump. This episode aired in July. We're in December.
Yeah.
And I will just spoilers if y'all haven't caught DonBrothers, which what the hell are you doing with your lives? Don't be like Michael, not watching DonBrothers. Y'all know that
At least he's trying.
He's trying.
To his credit, he's trying now.
Yeah.
But if he just listened to our advice sooner, he would have been like it would be less daunting for him, because no matter how good of a show is, binge watching a short amount of time. Because trust me, like you try watching Sky Rider in 3 days and tell me how you feel.
No, but Haruka is in a slump to even now. And like I said, we're in December. This aired in July. This is so relatable that Haruka is in a slump where she can't just come up with a manga idea. And I'm just like, I feel that because I'm in that same type of slump where I'm just like, blah, and trying to do whatever is just not good enough. And I love, well, that's more for the next episode. In episode 22, I'm gonna get on to that. But yeah, no, we got the Samurai Sentai Shinkenger monster. These monsters all look the same with certain flares of previous Sentais.
Yeah, I actually started making like thumbnails of all the monsters in chronological order by Sentai, just so I could keep track of which ones are there, which ones aren't. So it is very tricky. I think, episode 21, it was the Shinkenger monster, if I'm not mistaken.
Shinkenger, yep.
Yeah, because I remember the Shinkenger monster was definitely from a Saru Brother episode. So it has to either be this episode or one of the earlier ones, and I'm pretty sure it's this one, because I don't think we get another one for a while.
No, because the gears in this episode they got, and this is working backwards through the Sentais that air, is Zenkaiger, Ryusoldier, Tilkyuger, Lupot, O-Ranger, Juoger, 5-Man, Kira Major, Go Busters, Go Kaiger, Ninja, Q Ranger, Kyryuger, Turbo Ranger, Car Ranger, Jew Ranger, Jetman, Go Onger, Die Ranger, Hurricaneger, and Shinkenger.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm grateful whenever we watch DonBrothers live. I have somebody in the chat just listing off which ones haven't been used. I'm like, oh, thank God I have you to keep me on my toes. I'm like, because there's like 40. This is 50. Yeah, there's like 40 plus Sentais. So
45. Yeah, because like even if we don't include Zenkaiger, we got 2 of them just for season 42.
Oh yeah, Lupot.
Yeah, because like you got a Kaitoki and you got a Keisatsuki. But I didn't notice that some of them seem to be like repaints of past Hitotsuki, because like, for example, Kozokski and Enjinki look similar to each other, except one's blue, the other's gold. And then you got Kaitoki, and you got Gogoki in a later episode, and they also look identical, except Kaitoki has what looks like a monocle, but Gogoki has it as a compass.
See, I would think that the only monsters that look the same are through the dual series in DonBrothers, but I don't think we even reached Duel yet. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing yet. Those who haven't watched the Duel series, Toshiki Inoue killing it. That's all I'm gonna say. He's killing it. Also, in this episode 21, I don't know how Don Murasame did it, but I don't care. He turned into Abra Killer.
Oh, I love that scene because one thing I always wanted to see in Power Rangers Dino Thunder was White Ranger, like Tommy as the White Ranger versus Trent as the White Ranger. You got White Tiger versus White Drago. Like this is like because like they're both White Rangers. They both started off evil. Tommy was evil more frequently. Let's be honest. We're not gonna go into that.
True. But
so seeing Kiba Ranger and Abra Killer,
this made a lot of Power Ranger fans happy. I'm sure.
Me especially
happy. I was like, oh my god, yes!
Yeah, like I don't need to see Shurikenger go up against Dragon Ranger. I just need Kiba Ranger to go up against Abra Killer.
Yes. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Just more on Saru Brother, learning more about his predecessor. Fine, like I said, it's filler, but it had good moments, and it bleeds into the next episode 22, which let me see is Hellish Road of Manga. This one I made sure to watch today because, like I said, the dynamic between Haruka and Sonaza. Again, Toshiki Inoue. How is he doing this?
Yeah.
How? I don't know. I don't care. This episode, Monsters tribute is Denji Sentai Mega Ranger.
Yep. Yeah, and I love how like the monsters costume design looks like a UFO, and it's got and the thing is, it's like I know the design motif is supposed to be like technology inside the helmets, but the way the technology is shaped, it kind of looks like the Secret City from that episode of Power Rangers in Space. You know, the one where like they had to go underwater to investigate, and everyone's turned into data cards.
Right, data cards.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I loved this monster is one that stood out because of being Mega Ranger. I'm a big fan of Power Rangers in Space. I love seeing that whatever weapons he used popped up on the dome, bing, and just used it. And the funniest thing is his whole thing was just like, just tell me something interesting because he's a boring rich dude. And I'm like, dude, I would not be bored out of my mind. I'd be doing things. But I digress.
I mean, I like to think of it that like Mega Rangers exist because you got 5 kids who are bored out of their minds that all they do is play at the arcade, and that's all they needed to develop the skills they needed to become Mega Rangers.
I mean, that's actually good.
Because parallel. School sucks. I know.
What else happened? When they were fighting him, he used the surfboard just like Mega Ranger.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I caught that, but I forgot. Then I see it again. I'm like, oh, you clever girl.
I also love how they had a fight scene inside an office building, which you actually do see quite a bit of in Mega Ranger, and actually that I always found that use of a setting to be very interesting because we've seen quarries and underpasses as fight sets done to death, but like doing inside an office building, there's a lot less room to move around in, and there's a lot more collateral. Heck, I think that's why a lot of people like the corridor scenes in Daredevil a lot more than the rooftop scenes in Daredevil.
I'm one of those corridor scenes. I love them stuff. I love it. I love the claustrophobic. Just the hand to hand. If y'all ain't seen the Raid movies, don't get me started on the Raid. This episode you see more Haruka is working on her manga with Sonaza, and he's just emoting just so much. And then like they have to get to because she's such in a slump. It's like she's in a slump so much where she's recreating Momotaro's entrance thing, but as a slump. Like slump.
Slump.
And then like she gets the dude who plagiarized her that accused her of plagiarizing.
Yeah.
And all I thought this time, like if y'all have seen those commercials from Japan, you all thought the long man, the man in the rabbit suit.
Long man. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out to Doug Walker for finally featuring that commercial in one of his annual commercial videos.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, it's about damn time.
Yeah, we've been waiting for a long time.
We covered those commercials years ago. We covered those commercials years ago on Henshin Gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she this dude. I'm like, I know that there's got to be more with this guy who plagiarized her, because it's like, how are you just gonna sit and really just take her work and even take her meal, like everything? Like who are you?
He plagiarizes everything. Like her specialty is beef stroganoff, which I find surprising because I didn't think that certain Russian dishes would be popular in Japan. But again, Matsuyama has a huge Russian speaking community. By the way, shout outs to Mr. S because he's from there.
Oh yes, we love Mr. S.
I always wanted to go there for the baths and Shirayama mountain, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's like he plagiarized her beef stroganoff, and we find out that like both of their art styles are identical, with him somehow being better.
I want more. I know we're coming up on the new year, so I don't get nothing. I don't get a. Oh my god, I need more. I need more of this. But I love Sonoza just takes her, like, gonna work, and then like everybody else is like, yo, where is she? And even Kaito's like, she ain't been around for a while. He's like just nonchalant. I'm still convinced this is God Kaito from the end of Zenkaiger. I'm still convinced of that.
Yeah, I find Kaito's personality, behavior, and everything else about him to be very sus and interesting. Because like we have like it's like we're like the show is like 41 episodes in. I'm only 39 episodes in. Like we still have no idea what's his deal in this show. Like we know his deal in the previous show. Like he was the White Ranger. Now he's sort of the Black Ranger, monochrome Ranger. Can't really say he's the Black Ranger because we actually do have a Black Ranger, but
I mean,
we got to distinguish him from the Zenkaiser as opposed to Zenkai Black, because he doesn't wear black. He wears white mostly. I don't know.
Who knows? But I love God Kaito or Donboro Kaito. I don't care. I love this Kaito. And like I love how when they pop up in the office, Momotaro's like, "Where have you been?" And the monster's like, "Tell me an interesting story." Off jump, Momotaro's like, "I got a story to tell you." Blah 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 blah. I'm like,
the end.
Like, this is why I love Momotaro.
Yeah,
so cool.
He is like the amazing wild card, and again, like I love how like he's basically, in some ways, he's kind of like Mandy from Billy and Mandy, where he's like, "You want to hear a story? Here's a story. Once upon a time." The end. Yeah, because Pinocchio kill, as that's for dinner.
Then,
look, it's 2022. It's the year of Pinocchio. We got 4 different Pinocchios. You can't expect me to not make a Pinocchio joke. Heck, you had an episode from the previous video. Shout outs to Clement and Jackie for covering it. Where like literally all the Rangers had long noses. So more Pinocchio
action. That's when Kaito became. I love in the background he's still selling those magazines. I'm not gonna lie. I want to buy one.
No, I'm pretty sure Bandai Premium would probably sell those. Because you know what the guy motto is: don't say no, just buy more. Don't say no, just buy more.
That is so catchy. Oh my god! And then Jiro, he's still feeling bad about being Pharaoh Jiro, so he fights Sonoy. I'm like, man, you are not for Sonoy. Sonoy wants Momotaro.
Yeah.
That boy's love between Sonoy and Momotaro, I've been here for it since day one, and I'm here for it now. But
yeah, and you know how it is. If you drink orange soda expecting to taste like peach soda, it could be the most delicious orange soda in the world, but it will still taste terrible because you're judging it by peach soda standards.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't Momotaro.
You might be a. Oh, I love. He's like, I love this because they're like, oh, I'm from the Don clan too, and are you my big brother? Momotaro's like, little brother? Nah. Like, are you teasing us? Inoue, you. Ooh, clever. It's like maybe they're related, but we don't know.
Well, who knows? Considering what might have happened in some of the later episodes that we're not going to go into because we'll get to those when we get to those.
Yeah, so Jiro saw them as Oni Taijin. Actually, first seeing Oni Taijin like this again is just like, wow. I love Oni Taijin. It's like I'm well ahead. I'm on by tomorrow will be episode 42. So yeah, seeing Oni Taijin again, I'm just like, wow. How is this only 6 months ago?
Yeah, like it's crazy how time flies.
This series is going so fast, and we're already on King Oger.
Yeah, I really hope King Oger just like lives up.
Yo, King Oger
to DonBrothers because DonBrothers is such a banger of a season. Like it's like to me, even like the filler episodes are like rollout 10s for me. And as I mentioned in our Geets review, I do not have an easy time giving 10s, and yet I keep giving Geets 10s. DonBrothers, I keep giving it 10s. Like what's going on here? And we finally have a season based on insects. It better be this good. Like I haven't watched a Sentai season this good since Zyuohger.
Yeah, I love me some Zyuohger too.
Yeah,
but King Oger, you got some shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Insect themed season. There's very little you could do to fail.
Maybe they're testing the water to see if they can do insect themes with Kamen Rider again, since the only time they did it was
for the most part they've only just done like 01's a grasshopper and just like left it at that. But like I would love to go back to insects. It's bad enough we got Kamen Rider Sword, who I absolutely cannot stand because he's an arachnid.
I mean, we did have insects in Revise for a little bit, but I'm not getting into that one.
I mean, we didn't have any. We only had like 2 insect themed riders. No, wait, 3. Veil, demons, the other demons, over demons, and Hana. Those are the only 3 riders that are truly insects in Revise. You can't say demons is an insect rider because he's a spider and therefore he's an arachnid. Again, same issue with Sword. He's an arachnid.
But yeah, episode 22 was fun. I enjoyed it as a manga artist and lover. Yeah, obviously, and then like just Sonoza, just like the Cerberans and the DonBrothers, just interactions is great, and it's only gonna get better. And then we got
I love how you got these 3 different character dynamics between Sonoi and Momotaro, Sononi and Tsubasa, and Sonoza with
Haruka.
Oni's sister Haruka. Yeah, and man, like I feel like the less I say about Sonoshi, spoiler, the better. But it does make me wonder, like the guy who's wearing the giant bunny suit in this episode, how crazy would it be if it turns out to be Sonogo?
I at first thought of like, would that be Haruka's aunt? Nah. But
actually, no, it'd be interesting if if she was played by her sister, like from Kamen Rider Geats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would be very interesting
I
because
would be down for that.
yeah, you hear that, Toei? Write this down.
Give me ideas. No, I don't need Toei up my on my case even more than they already have been. I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah, episode 23. This is what I can sit here and say. This is pure filler. Take it or leave it. But this is where Inu brother becomes a literal dog. But the only two things. That's why y'all just noticed I rolled up my sleeve because Monster of the Week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tagire, Kemono no Chikara, Beast on. Ha! Ha!
It's a wacky good time. Oh yeah, I used to have a tab open at all times called Dick Janary, which just translated whatever Jan would say from Geki Ranger.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a thing, and I was all about that.
Yeah. And of course, my favorite, Tokusawase, Kemono no Yaiba, Beast on. Sayobe Gaiden, Onoru no Mirai o Kirirake, Amazing Ability, Geki Chopper.
You can tell Geki Ranger is the season here.
Like,
this
man,
is-
like I love Geki Chopper. He's my favorite character in that season.
And then what is this? Toradora Gungeon. Toradora Gungeon. What you got? Obviously, you got gold for Jiro, purple, feral Jiro.
Yeah. So here's the one thing I dislike is, because like they did disclose that there's going to be like a dragon and tiger themed. I was hoping that he would like the colors, instead of being like gold and silver in the case of the ranger suit or gold and purple in the case of the Zord, they would have went with green for the dragon because jade dragons, because like in Chinese mythology, like dragon statues are made out of jade, and the tiger form would be white because you got the whole four heavenly generals, with the white tiger being one of them. And the way it would add up to that is Dragon Ranger was a dragon themed ranger who's green, and Kiba Ranger was a white tiger, and they're both sixth rangers. So if he had both of their ranger keys, ranger gears, he could use them to transform between the two forms. Plus it would match his avatar form.
Oh yeah,
alter form.
Well, Bandai, you can always re-release this beauty right here with some green, white, some gold, some silver trims on there. Yeah, I'm just saying, re-release it.
Just saying.
Especially make it a Bandai America exclusive. Oh no, technically it'd be Hasbro, but Bandai.
Yeah, I mean, look, they repainted Blizzard Force Megazord when they brought it to the US. Why can't they repaint this guy when they bring him to the US? If they bring him to the US, I hope they bring him to the US.
We got Toys R Us is coming up again. Make it a Toys R Us exclusive.
Simon Bennett, balls in your court.
Make a nice
I
little
do not 100%
tribute,
agree with your reasoning for some of the other seasons getting canned, but I cannot think of what excuse you could come up with for not including this season.
I mean, come on, make it a green and white variant, make a nice little tribute.
Yeah, hey, like they made green variants of like all the Dino Charge Zords because of the whole Dino Thunder Bio Force versions of their Zords.
There you go. We're giving ideas here today.
Yeah. You gotta start 5%.
That's our chef.
Like I know Leo's gonna ask for 10 or 15%, but I'm generous. 5%. 5%. For that.
And we obviously know Miho. She is for the streets.
She belongs to the streets, but not as much as homegirl from Black Sun.
Oh my god.
I love that one line one of the comments said in an earlier review. Miho belongs to the Miho / Sasuke belongs to the streets and to our hearts.
Yeah.
It's like personality wise, she is best girl, but she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, it hurts when I have to say it too, because I'm like, I love her so much. I love her. But we know that if you know about the Bestials, the is it called? The Juto?
Yeah, Juto.
The Jutos. They have a hierarchy. Obviously, the feral ones, the cat ones, they're the lower
The
totem.
crane ones, the penguin ones.
You got the crane, i.e., Miho,
Yeah.
Natsumi, whoever, Natsumiho, as I would say. But
Mhm.
yeah, obviously there's still one more. The penguin, the Genpen. We don't know. We don't know where they at yet. You know, we've been watching Don Brothers.
After last week's Geats discussion. By the way, I'm still elated that one of the actors from Geats he watched our review of Geats and commented like it's just elating. Like, I mean, if whether you're just a fan of the shows or an actual actor or writer from those shows, the fact that anyone watches our show and that little eyeball right there in the corner of the screen has a number higher than 0, like that makes me happy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a simple person.
And what else happens in this episode? Oh yeah. If y'all have ever seen the show 100 Good Deeds of Eddie McDowd, happened to Eno brother. Mm-hmm. That is about it. That's all I can really say. He turned into a dog.
Yep. Oh, that Tim Allen movie, the one with Robert Downey Jr.
Shaggy Dog?
Yeah, that's the one.
I forgot Robert Downey Jr. was... Wow. I forgot all about that movie till now.
Yeah, I think it came out after Iron Man because...
Like roughly around the same time.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. But yeah, it's kind of like that, you know, like the main character had a not so great relationship with dogs, and then he becomes a dog and learns how every dog has its day.
Nah.
Oh, by the way, shout outs to Anime's best dog right there.
I'm more of an Akamaru guy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Okay, this is the third best dog. Number 1 being Akamaru, number 2 being what's his name? Ein from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, Ein, best dog. No, I love Akamaru. If y'all have ever played Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 on GameCube.
Oh my god, don't get me started on Akamaru. Akamaru is ironically the most overpowered character in the entire roster. Like, you have to save up 100,000 credits just to get Sasuke with Sharingan, which is the most expensive character, and even he gets his butt kicked by a little dog.
Yo, I'll tell you, me and my cousins grinded that game to get that Sasuke.
Yeah,
and I played as Akamaru every time.
Yeah. But, oh man. Okay. Like Akamaru exists just for the salt of his enemies. Yes. Like Zabuza has like the best range when it comes to melee combat, and even he can't even hit Akamaru.
Nope. Akamaru's hacks.
Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder how I would do if I played as Akamaru in Oboro mode. Because you remember Oboro mode, it's just survival, fight Oboro's mud clones. Are they mud clones? Rain clones? What?
I've played survival mode with Nine-Tailed Naruto, but now I'm thinking about it with Akamaru. Ooh.
But the point is, I'm curious how Akamaru would handle Oboro mode. I'm sincerely curious now.
It's over. It's over for him. It's over for everybody. It's a hack. It's a hack. What's next on Don Brothers? Okay. Don Brothers, Sun Trench Coat for 2, episode 24. This episode's tribute is Ninja Sentai Kakuranger. Kakuranger, ninja. It would be nice if it was on, but we got Ultraman.
I would say this: like, while I watched Bokenger concurrently, Kakuranger is probably the first season that I went back to watch. As far as like older seasons go, because we only got just those 10 episodes of Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. I want to see how they play out like in the Japanese version. And it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I like Kakuranger a lot.
Yeah, I was like surprised. Wait, we didn't have a team of evil female Rangers in the American version? Because like I was having such a crazy mandala trip about the original Mighty Morphin because of because of like the Japanese, because I was being introduced to the Japanese versions of those 3 seasons. But yeah, like this is one of those classical listen to the earpiece and shenanigans occurs type of episodes. And it does not fail to disappoint because you're expecting this to be just like by the books. They tell him to they feed him lines over an earpiece. He repeats them. Something stupid happens. He says the wrong thing. But they took that trope and did something original with it, and I was surprised. I'm gonna be honest. I almost fell off the elliptical watching that episode because I was laughing so hard. And like falling off an elliptical is not as easy as falling off a treadmill. Let me just put it that way.
No, seeing Taro have to lie to this woman to pretend to be her son. This show is relatable because like you feel like you got to strain with your parents like that. This monster, spoiler, that's her son. Spoiler. Yeah, seeing Taro have to play like to be her son, like this. Oh my god, one slip up and he can die.
Yeah,
one slip up he can die just because he can't lie.
Yeah. Especially since like it has been established in an earlier episode that if he lies, he will get physically sick. Actually, the fact that he has to tell the truth all the time, it does feel like a nod back to Deca Ranger because of that one girl in Deca Ranger who like she lies to Bonbon that she's okay when she's not, and then he has that epic transformation where he goes like Super Saiyan.
At the time, he did have Super Saiyan hair. Made sense. I have to watch Deca Ranger. Well, Deca Ranger's coming out on DVD soon, so
yeah,
get it on Shop Factory.
I can watch it on Tubi, but more importantly, get it on the DVD because you're supporting the official release, which means there'll be more official releases, and I'm just waiting for them to finally release Bokinger.
Yes, let him have his namesake finally.
Yeah, like Bokinger is my end game when it comes to Shop Factory DVDs. I want that precious Hazard level 2006.
I want my Geki Ranger, but what else is noteworthy in this episode besides Taro having to lie, the son being the Hitotsuki? Really, not much, really.
Yeah, this episode doesn't have a lot happening in it.
Him playing the piano at the end.
Yeah,
that one. This one made me realize, like, shout out to I want to say his actor's name, Kyohei Higuchi. Kyohei Higuchi. I felt this scene with him playing the piano. No craziness, no nothing, just him playing the piano. And just like, damn, the actors, these Toku actors, whether it's their first role or their second, whatever, they always bring it.
Yeah, like one thing I really appreciate about Deno and Kiva is that Takeru Sato did have to learn to play what's it called, a double action on the piano in episode 34. And well, thankfully he was already a great break dancer for the Ryutaro scenes. And also the actor who played Wataru Kurenai also learned to play violin for that role. And it's just amazing watching like him and even Otoya's actor perform the violin during any given episode of Kiva. Although I would have to say episode 46 probably hit me the hardest.
I'm like, let's not get down to Kiva now. We could be here for days on Kiva.
Yeah, I was like remembering like rewatching like all of the Heisei Kamen Rider in 2018, 2019. Like you see the subtle clues that you haven't seen when you watch for the first time, 2008. Now that I think about it, I want to rewatch DonBrothers 5 years later to see if there's anything I missed while watching this show right now.
I'm gonna do that. But yeah, like I said, nothing really much happens in this episode outside of just the acting. Then we got episode 25. We've been just sitting here spouting words, just nerding out over a lot of things. Let's end this off with Hero Work. Oh my god, this episode. Everybody got odd jobs. Everybody got goddamn odd jobs. And seeing Saru Brother work, this man could not touch a single cent.
I'm just gonna say, watching Saru Brother work is like watching Sonoza laugh.
Yes, like, just can't be done. And the monster that this is attributed to is Dai Sentai Goggle 5.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And I love the monster design on this one. It looks like a Greek pantheon with a Moa statue in the middle.
Let's see, what else can I say?
Yeah. But I actually do find a lot of elements of this episode to be very funny because looking back on a previous episode, Ikiji, would turn into Hitotsuki, the Gekisoki, and now his boss turned into a I believe it's Kosuki, the Turbo Ranger one. And again, we go back to the whole Turbo Ranger versus Car Ranger thing.
Oh yeah, Tsuyoshi was both of those.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was both of those back to back.
Yeah.
This man can't catch a break, and I'm not gonna get into. Oh no,
Tsuyoshi, I messed up. Tsuyoshi of course
down
lost
bad.
into Daiki from Dai Sentai Goggle 5. I don't know why I mixed that up, but it would have been fun if that were the case though.
Because Tsuyoshi down bad, and he over here working hard trying to prove himself to Miho. Even though she is for the streets, he does not deserve her.
Yeah. Or vice versa, because again, girl belongs to the streets and to our hearts.
Mm-hmm. And what else? Yeah, no, we got Haruka and Taro there.
So basically, because he got fired, because he apparently messed up on an account, he doesn't want to reveal it to his wife that he's fired, and therefore everyone else is helping him with odd jobs to help him pay the rent.
And it's like everybody's doing. It's like Taro misheard him, and he's telling them a whole different. He's telling them a whole different story. They're just working.
All I'm gonna say is this: for all of you watching this right now, if you're having financial troubles, don't hide it from your significant other. And if they do break up with you because of it, hypothetically speaking, they're not the right person for you. Plain and simple. Yeah, because it ain't about the money; it's about all the loving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you really love each other, then your significant other will understand that you are having a financial issue. If you don't even if you hide it, what's your game plan? Wait until foreclosure or getting the eviction notice, depending on where you live.
Yeah, once you're in that cardboard box, then they're like, "Oh, damn, I don't have a job."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, you gotta. Honesty is always key. Communication and honesty is always key.
Communication and honesty.
But this is a false relationship, though.
Yeah,
this
relationship is a lie.
It's like she ain't even real, bro.
High key, I would love it if Tsubasa went back in time to the day of their wedding, and Tsubasa would be like, "Listen, I'm not look, Natsuki. I'm not asking you to marry me. Just don't marry him."
Oh my god, I cannot wait till we get to these two. Oh my god. Ah man, the story for that, I'm gonna save that for another day. Yeah, I guess this is just odd jobs, and then the preview to the next episode is the finale.
The finale. Wait, what? We're already done.
Yo,
wait, hold on. We're only 25
yeah,
episodes in. How could this
exactly.
be the finale? Oh, wait, that's right, because Revice just ended
Yes,
this week. And by
we
this
would.
week, I mean back in September.
No, this is August. Morphicon. This was at
Yeah, this was
Morphicon.
Morphicon week.
This was literally
This was the
at
week you and
Morphicon
I
watching
met.
this. We were
This was
literally
the week you and I actually met.
we were that was episode 26 at Morphicon, August 28th
Yeah,
or
last day.
29th.
Although technically Saturday for us because
Yeah.
Pacific time zone
Mhm,
and
that was
Eastern in
Saturday.
your case.
Yeah, it was Saturday for us. It was Sunday for Japan.
Yeah.
Yep. But Dawn Brothers, it's like just few notable things, more character development, more lore, and the debut of Toradora Gonjin.
Yep.
And yeah, but let's move on to the comments. Y'all can always chime in while we are talking nerdy and whatnot.
But before we do, we still have to give our ratings.
Well, for a Henshin Gate, we say something out of 5. I was giving these nothing but 5s because filler or not, I love Dawn Brothers, and I'm sticking with the notion. So converting that into Morphin Network, 10.
Yeah.
Just 10.
Yeah. I mean, the easy thing about having a system of 5 and a system of 10 is that you just gotta double or cut in half depending on which way you're converting. But yeah, Morphin Network ratings wise, I'd have to say, yeah, as I mentioned before, these episodes, like this season, is straight bangers. Even the filler episodes are entertaining as all hell. So, like, even if there's like no significant plot development, there's still copious action comedy, and the comedy is very tasteful. Like, it was cleverly written and brilliantly executed. Like it's only like it's practically a Mel Brooks version of Power Rangers if you really think about it.
Oh yeah.
It's that well done, and there's finally went into full depth as to like how and why every joke works. Like, we'd be here for days. So many days that episode 45 will air right away. So but yes, all 5 episodes, I give them a 10. Or 5 in his show's case.
Yeah, for us, it's 5 out of 5. But yeah, like, y'all can leave comments during these streams while we talk nerdy. Chime in, say hello, give your thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah. So we got so many Hitotsuki, so many so few episodes.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And I guess this is it for the comments. I guess a lot of people are, well, I know we got 6 viewers at this moment. So to the 6 of you, I want to say thank you on behalf of the both of us and everyone else at the Morphin Network. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch us while we are live. And, thank you for watching us afterwards if you're not watching us live. And, it is what it is. And just to do the plugs, I hope you enjoyed his hosting this episode. He'll be back next week to do episodes 26 through 30 because, or is it just 26? Because the season's supposed to already be over. So yeah, next week we're just gonna do episode 26 and call it a day. I guess, apparently. Based on the episode description, like we only have 1 episode left to cover, allegedly. So join us for that, and of course, if you like watching this content, be sure to comment, like, subscribe on the Morphin Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon because those Naoto really like to redirect the energy of that algorithm to build more Hitotsuki and wreak havoc upon the world. So let's try to avoid that, shall we? By dinging the bell icon. And of course, if you like this episode of Dawn Brothers 5-episode batches, be sure to check out the previous episodes that our channel has done with our other cast members that this week are sadly indisposed and will be for a hot minute. So we are here to fill in for them, of course. And of course, be sure to, if you like that And if you like Kamen Rider, guess what? We got 2 shows for Kamen Rider. We got Black Sun, which we did episode 7 yesterday, and the less we say about that. As Mike would say, wooza, wooza, wooza.
I use the review to forget the episodes. I watch the episodes, I let it sit or review it, and then I'm just better. I let it go.
Mm-hmm. And if you love Kamen Rider Geeks, we are caught up, and we are gonna stay caught up this weekend, this Saturday, in fact, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you are a Power Rangers fan, guess what? Our homeboy Leo got that Dio Fury love coming at you all the way from Kyoto this upcoming week, and it's going to be this Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, even though it's Christmas. Although if he wants to move it to Monday for everyone's benefit, we'll let you know on our Facebook and Instagram, so stay tuned to those. Obviously, I won't be here this upcoming week because I am visiting family in Tulum, and if there's Wi-Fi, maybe I might be able to show up, but it's not guaranteed. So worst case scenario, Jared, Mike, and Leo will hold down the fort for the rest, for all of you all to stay entertained. And again, it's Christmas season, so
enjoy the time with your family, hug your loved ones, stay hydrated, stay cool, stay warm wherever you was at.
And before we give our pre-Christmas farewells, Jared, where can they find you?
Let's get your sexy mother people. I am Jared from HenryGate, YouTuber's Attitude. I am him. I run fades, clap cheeks, wreck itch, push P. I am him. You can find us over at youtube.com/HenryGate, twitch.tv/HenryGate, where we cover Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, anime, K-pop, and we got one more episode for season 1 of all new K-pop Music Mondays this coming Monday. Oh my God, we got a lot of K-pop to go through. I'm not looking forward to that.
That's a lot of K-pop.
Oh, we got Geets and DonBrothers this weekend, so you best join us for that.
Yep, this is going to be a fun fox hunt, and of course, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto, and you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And I'll try to stream later tonight. I need at least an hour 15 minutes because I haven't eaten all day, as of the time of this recording. So I do need to recuperate. I do need some of that. Some of that. Yeah, you need to refuel with some of that konjac soba because there ain't no wrong way to eat noodles. And of course, until tomorrow, in the worst case scenario, I hope you all have a happy holidays. We are running towards the end of what's called Hanukkah. For those of you who are celebrating Hanukkah, this weekend is Christmas, so be sure to give all the love and hugs and gratitude to all your friends and family in this very harsh year. And every year is pretty harsh, but it does feel a little tough because there's one less power coin in the Megazord. And I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of 2020 and make the most of it, and hope that 2023 will be much better. Until then, guys, don't worry. I'm not sick. I don't have COVID. I already got tested. That's just a cough. Webb and Mitchell, just a cough and nothing else. But yeah. Be sure to hug your loved ones, update your water, your water supply in your kidneys, your emergency supply in your house or apartment. Make sure that your pneumatic system doesn't freeze over if you live higher up north. And have a wonderful rest of your Friday. We'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Don the brothers, don better going, don the brothers, don, yeah.